is former WWE and TNA Impact superstar Mike Knox, a.k.a. Nux. You are listening to The Final Count. Keep it tuned. Hey everybody, Anthony Corelli here, formerly known as Santino Morella. You are listening to The Final Count.
This is former WWE superstar Victor, and you are listening to The Final Count.
Welcome to The Final Count. Here is your host, Rymode Mosley, and your co-host, the 502 Ace, Brian Dixon.
What's up? Wow, it is that time again. We are back. Not that we've been gone, but hey, it's nice to take a couple weeks off, but
Right.
we're going to get back to the groove of the every now, or not every now, but like every week, but we're going to get there slowly but surely. If you haven't checked it out lately, I'm working on also getting the audio versions of the episodes updated and up to date. And so we're up to, as of yesterday, I got the 100th episode up there on our audio version. So if you check us out on any of your favorite podcast platforms, podcast listening platforms, that is, you'll be able to check all that out. Wow. Brian, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you?
I mean, it's another week. It's
Friday.
It's Friday or it's Saturday.
Every day of the week. Or Saturday when you're watching this. Saturday morning.
However you want to say it.
Saturday evening. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys want to watch
this, it's Friday.
Yes, sir.
Now, not to damper the mood here, but unfortunately, we did lose a member of the wrestling family, a member of our collective wrestling family. The second half of the tag team known as the Wild Samoans, Alpha. Of course, we back a couple months ago, about 1 or 2 months ago, we lost Sika, which is Roman Reigns' father, and now, so he passed. I believe it was back in June, and now here we have. Today it was announced that unfortunately we have the unfortunate news to let you know that Sika has now passed away, and that's something especially them being actually real brothers, like they couldn't be without. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times that happens. You find that a lot with husband and wife. One will go and then might not be too long, and then next, the wife will go or the husband, however it works out.
They always say it happens in threes.
Yeah, this is true. And it's very sad thing. But we want to take, before we get into anything else today on this episode of The Final Count, we want to just go ahead and pay our respects by towing the bell 10 times in honor and memory of Alpha of the Wild Samoans.
Ready.
He will be surely missed. Rest in peace. The second half of the Wild Samoans, Alpha.
He is with his brother again.
Yeah, and that big tag team match in the sky. You got the Road Warriors and the Wild Samoans. I mean, hey, you can just guarantee that's a big match.
Oh yeah,
big dream match too. Well, not to kind of move on from that, but Moving on to some happier situations, or happier things. What about, like, before we get into wrestling more, what about what's going on in our area that just started yesterday? It is, I don't know if you're, wherever you may be at watching this or listening, it's state fair time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you realize this, but it is state fair time. I know that Indiana just had their state fair. West Virginia's having theirs. Just all over, it's state fair season. And so, and ours, Kentucky's just started yesterday, Thursday. Um, and so, yeah, it's really, really awesome, really exciting time. We're going to get into what is going to be out at the Kentucky State Fair um, a little bit later, uh, and what you can check out at the Kentucky State Fair a little bit later on.
And if you guys come to the fair and you see one of us, ask
Yeah.
for a picture, whatever you guys want. I'm sure we'll be repping our, I don't have it on right now. I have my wife's business shirt on, but we'll be repping our Final Count shirts. But yeah, man, if you guys want a picture, you just want to chat it up, just let us know. You never know what day we're going to be there.
Definitely. I will say that I will most likely, I'm gonna be there a couple days.
I'm gonna try,
yeah. I'm gonna most likely be there for. I'll just go ahead and tell you. So OVW is going to be out at the Kentucky State Fair.
That's so exciting, bro.
It is really exciting. It's their return actually to the fair. So that's going to be a part of the OVW National Tour. They're going to be at the Kentucky State Fair. Not just one show, but 3 different shows.
3.
Yeah, 3 different shows.
3 shows.
One show will be on Friday, August the 23rd. And then the second and third show will be on that Saturday. So that's August 24th. So August 23rd, there's one show. And then August 24th, there's a show, I believe, at 2 p.m. And then I believe at 6.
I believe it's at 6:30?
6 or 6:30, something like that.
2 shows in one day. The 24th, there's 2 shows in one day.
Right, exactly. And so that's the one with the 2 p.m. show and then the 6 or 6:30 show. But yeah, it's exciting time in Kentucky, exciting time wherever you might be at. I mean, like I said, because it's the state fair season. The fall's coming up. I mean, it's getting cool, or it's going to be getting cool. We're not going to have to deal with the heat so much. So yeah, that's really exciting as far as that goes. And then
my favorite time of the year.
Oh yeah, you got haunted houses coming up.
The fall is my all-time favorite time of the year.
Right, I love it. I love it. I love to see the leaves changing and all that good stuff. And also we're gonna have to throw a little celebration coming up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because it will be 1 year since a certain 502 Ace has been a part of the Final Count.
Oh yeah.
And so we're gonna have to throw a celebration on.
Heck, we might even go live that day. You never know.
That episode, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
My 1 year celebration, you never know what's gonna happen, man.
Exactly. And you know what? We'll talk about that later. But
me and him will figure it out, and you guys will find out.
Yes, exactly.
But
getting into things with this episode today, so we're gonna go back, and I know SummerSlam was about a week or so ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah, and so better late than never, I guess.
Right.
And so we're gonna review SummerSlam of 2024. And so the first match on SummerSlam was the WWE Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan defending against the Judgment Days at the time. The Judgment Days, Rhea Ripley. And Liv retains the title. I mean,
damn Dirty Dom.
Yeah, Dirty Dom, freaking Dirty Dom. Liv retains by pinfall with help from, as you said, Mr. 502 Ace, Dirty Dom. And then afterwards, we would see that kiss. So afterwards, after the match, Dominic Mysterio would kiss Liv Morgan right in front of Mommy Rhea Ripley. Like, seriously?
Man, oh man.
So I'm not surprised by that.
Did I call it?
I think you did. I think you did.
Didn't they say we're going to have a Liv Morgan versus Mommy for the title and switching?
Yeah. And see, now I was on Can Crushers. Shout out
Big
to
shout out to Can Crushers. Yes, sir.
Yes. I was on Can Crushers the week before, or the actually, I believe it was the Saturday of
Saturday of, yes, because you messaged me when I was going out of town.
Yes.
And I called you. That was the Saturday of.
The Saturday of SummerSlam. I was on Can Crushers, and we did predictions on that episode, and so we did predictions on the episode, and I believe I had picked for Rhea to win the title back. Unfortunately, that did not happen. I'm still not surprised that Liv won and retained the title, because I mean, who didn't see that Dominic was gonna turn on Rhea? I mean,
right.
So. And then we have the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn would defend against Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker is your new WWE Intercontinental Champion. I did not see this coming.
You love to see it.
I love to see it, but I did not see it coming. Not this.
I didn't either, honestly. I did not either. If I'm being honest,
I said it on Can Crushers that day. I said I see it coming, but not this soon. Not right now. It was not his time, but I guess it is his time.
And the thing with that, his father and his uncle were both in the crowd when he won that championship.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So that makes it that much more special to him. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
With him being that young, that good, it's incredible, man. Like, I like to see. Hopefully, they give him the right push that he deserves, and not just give him a title just because he's that good, quote unquote. You know what I mean? How they're throwing it out there. So hopefully they just don't ruin this title run and ruin him on the main roster. Right.
Hopefully it's just not like a one and done thing or something like that. And yeah, I agree. Then we another someone who and I should have saw this coming.
Oh, it's great.
But
I get to say it.
You do get to say it. But I saw Logan Paul retaining just because it was in his hometown. But like Mark had said, he said, you know how WWE is. They don't really let you win in your hometown.
Not anymore.
So, yeah, not anymore. So the WWE United States Championship match, LA Knight defeated Logan Paul and is your new WWE United States Champion.
Yeah.
About to say, you better get that in. And I love to see that. I love to see LA Knight finally get that big push. I mean, he's been getting the big push, but putting the title on him, it's going to do a lot for him.
And that's another one. I hope they don't ruin him. Just because they're throwing a title on him, because he's great in the ring. He's phenomenal on the mic. You got that little bit, like everybody's been saying, you got that little bit mix of The Rock and Steve Austin into one person. But he's always been great in the mic. On TNA, NWA, and now WWE. Like, that's somebody that can honestly pull a crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heel or babyface. He can pull that crowd. So it was a great choice putting the title on him.
Exactly. Then we have the WWE Women's Championship match. This one was really a surprise.
Yes,
Nia Jax defeats Bayley. And Nia Jax is your new WWE Women's Champion.
Bayley's title reign was kind of boring this time around.
For Bailey?
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
First, I think yeah, she had some great things, but I think it was her ones in the past, great. But I feel like they dropped the ball with her this time.
yeah, I mean, I wish the run would have been longer.
But giving it to Nia Jax, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Is that The Rock doing that? Like, I mean, they are related. I mean, so spoiler alert if you don't know that. But I mean,
Now, don't get me wrong. I would have loved to seen Bailey do more with the title run, be
mhm,
champion for longer, not just you know what I mean.
right,
Yeah, it
right.
may have been a little boring for me, but it's like I said, longer title run would have been great because she does great as champion or not. So
Yeah, and I feel like Nia. I feel like the only reason they put the title on Nia was really she's just holding it for Tiffany. She's
yeah,
holding it for
'cause,
Tiffany time.
yeah, Tiffany's gonna just strike out of nowhere, no pun intended, and just capture the championship from Nia.
Exactly, and she attempted to cash in on Bailey at SummerSlam, and so Nia's got to have eyes in the back of her head for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then we have Drew McIntyre defeats CM Punk with the special guest referee was Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins. Um, and so yeah, Drew McIntyre picks up the win against CM Punk. That feud, I don't think it's over. I don't see it being over.
I think we're
But
gonna
then
get a
all
best of seven type of style
exactly,
out of them too. But hey, it's great storytelling from them both.
yeah,
I'm loving the story.
same. And then like Drew and Punk have been even while Punk was injured, telling a great story. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you can do that, you're great. Those are great workers right there. Then we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther defeats the Judgment Days at the time, Damian Priest by submission to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Um, and Finn Balor actually came to the ring during the match and initially seeming to help Priest, but instead aided Gunther in getting a rope break. Priest found out about the betrayal and grabbed Finn Balor by the throat to attempt to confront him, but instantly got powerbombed and put in a submission by Gunther for the win. And so yeah, um, see, that's another thing. I'm glad to see Gunther with the world championship, but I didn't see it this soon.
Me either.
I wanted to see Damian and Finn for the title.
I wanted to see Damien and Demon Finn for the title.
Yes.
I mean, we may get Damien Finn Balor versus Damien, but the championship's not involved. So,
Yeah. Which
but
is
are we
it's
going to
still
get
gonna, and maybe they don't need the championship involved.
right? Maybe they
But
can tell this story that's been telling for a while now. If you
yeah,
notice, they can tell that story without a championship being involved.
definitely, exactly. Sometimes because sometimes you don't need the championship, to be that prop to tell your story that you're telling. So yeah, for sure. Then we have the main event of the night, the undisputed WWE Championship match, Bloodline Rules, which I did not realize at the time that it was a Bloodline Rules match. So Cody Rhodes retains the title, defeating Solo Sikoa by pinfall to retain the title. And just a couple notes here as far as before the match. So Arn Anderson appeared in the backstage walkout of Cody while he was walking through the backstage, and I loved how they showed this and portrayed this, and
Mm-hmm.
showed Cody walking with Pharaoh, and that was Pharaoh's last walk, last
Yep.
time on the road. I love that story that they told, and then Arn talking about how uh, Cody he does have friends here, he does have people here for him. And so I loved that those encouraging words from Arn Anderson. Um, Tama Tonga and Tonga Lola attacked Cody after he hit Crossroads, but Kevin Owens returned to help Rhodes during the match, and followed by Randy Orton to finally even the odds after a Crossroads kick out. The former tag team of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton fought through the crowd with Tama Tonga and Tonga Lola, and they fought, like I said, out the building. And then when Rhodes attempted the Crossroads trifecta, Jacob Fatu came out and helped Solo, which led to him splashing Rhodes through the announcer's table. And then at the end of the match, of course, we get the return of the OTC.
Put your ones in the sky.
Yeah, one to the sky. The OTC has returned. And you might be wondering, OTC, the original, the OG Tribal Chief, has returned. Roman Reigns made his return, and he attacks Solo, helping Rhodes to retain. Yeah, helping Rhodes to retain the undisputed WWE Championship.
I also want to throw in there that when Jacob Fatu did that splash, he injured himself.
He did, unfortunately.
But resources are saying that he's returning no later than the end of August, so we shall see.
Yes, we shall. And so that's just a couple other notes as far as SummerSlam. We had the introduction, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. I kind of like the idea of it. Would I like to see it all the time? No. Maybe just on PLEs or pay-per-views or whatever you want to call it. The referee cam got to introduce before the first match started, so we got to see the referee cam during that first match, especially. Like I said, I different companies, different promotions have tried it. OVW's even tried it. I think sometimes it can work, but then sometimes it can get wonky. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm like you, they shouldn't do it like. Just let that stick to like PLEs or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Let that be specific for PLEs and not just like main roster or weekly televised episodes.
For sure. Yeah, because just make it special, and not every match needs it. You know. We had The Miz was the SummerSlam host, and so him and R-Truth announced the SummerSlam attendance record of 57,791. And after that announcement, A-Town Down Under interrupted the host for some cheap heat, leading to a back and forth until Jelly Roll came in with a chair and triple teamed A-Town Down Under, and Jelly Roll with a double choke slam on A-Town Down Under.
He had one hell of a choke slam too. His choke slam looked mean.
Yeah. I feel like he.
And then the five knuckle
celebrities. Yeah.
That was a pretty cool segment.
It was. I feel like he's taken it seriously, because you get so many celebrities that come in and they don't take it seriously.
Yep. When they make it look crappy.
Yeah. And he actually, to me, seemed like he takes it seriously.
Yeah.
Unlike MGK, who came out with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He's not
security guard.
Takes it seriously. Yeah.
No wonder why Kevin Owens firebombed his ass a few years ago.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So we have a list of things that we want to talk about now. So that was SummerSlam. I guess you want to take off with this first one with Randy Orton. Yeah, let's go in order.
Okay, so we're getting Randy Orton challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at Bash in Berlin. I think this is going to be great storytelling between the two. How their styles are going to, mash together. And Randy Orton telling him he don't need to RKO him out of nowhere. He'll do it to his face.
Yes, I loved that.
Now, are we going to get Gunther like holding the title for a while, or is Randy Orton going to be, what is it, 16th, 7th, 15th-time world champion?
I don't see Orton winning it. I think
I don't right now. No, I don't either. I think we're going to get Gunther for. There's been talks, different rumors. You know how it goes. Are we going to get Gunther like what he did with the Intercontinental and the WWE United Kingdom Championship, like a year run plus? Or because if that happens, there's so many opponents, dude. That so many dream matches. But anyways, I don't see Randy capturing it, but I think it's going to be one good match. Like, I think it'd probably be a top to steal the show if they do it accordingly, right?
I agree. It's going to be good to see this. Like Orton said, we need to see a sequel. So this is going to be that sequel to the match that they had at King and Queen of the Ring. And so
where he did not pin Randy.
Yeah, exactly. Where he did not pin Randy. And so I'm all for it. Let's have this match, and I think it's going to be a really good match. I think
yes.
These two are just going to tear the house down, for real. The next thing we want to talk about is the Judgment Day, the new Judgment Day. Boo. So you might be saying, yeah, boo. You might be saying, what do you mean the new Judgment Day? We got the new Judgment Day. The new Judgment Day consisting of Finn Balor. Well, he's not new, obviously.
Finn Ballerina.
Yeah, Finn Ballerina.
As Graham would say.
Right, exactly. Finn Balor, JD McDonough,
Lord
Dominic
Farquaad.
Mysterio. Yeah, Lord Farquaad. Carlito, and Liv Morgan now. So that's the new, as they're calling it, the new Judgment Day.
And sorry to cut you off, but fun fact about the Judgment Day, there is now no original members in the Judgment Day.
'Tis true.
Edge, Damian, and Rhea was the 3 original. Now they're all out.
Yeah.
That's something I just wanted to point out. I thought was cool.
No, it is. It is for real. Wow. And now I feel like you're gonna have like a of sorts for what you can have a Judgment Day rivalry. OG Judgment Day versus New Judgment Day, to an extent.
And maybe we'll get a mixed tag team match out of that or something.
Yeah, you would have to say. And then you have to wonder who could come alongside Rhea and Damian, and help them out.
True.
R-Truth and Miz, I don't know. We know R-Truth history with the Judgment Day, so I think that'd be a good idea.
Damn it, put R-Truth back in Judgment.
Put him in the original Judgment Day.
That was some funny storytelling, dude. Like, that was a great storyline with R-Truth in there.
It really was. It really was. But, it's funny, and we say this about the Bloodline, too, but just when you think the Judgment Day is done and it's over.
Oh, it's far from over.
They turn it around, and it's far from over. And they always find a way to spruce it up, and that's something that's good. That's not a bad thing. That's a for sure good thing. In the WWE today, it's something that we were missing in the late 2000s. We weren't seeing that in like the 2010, 2011. We weren't seeing that kind of stuff with storyline at all. And so the progression with storylines and the life to storylines nowadays is great to see. I love it. I'll let you talk about Odyssey Jones here.
That's a big boy. So, like I was telling you the other night, man, like Odyssey Jones joined a New Day. He's obviously taking Big E's spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But like I was telling you, I think we're getting a good chance good chance that we're going to get a Xavier Woods singles push heel run.
I agree.
He's going to turn on Kofi and Odyssey.
Do we see a question? Do we see Odyssey and Kofi continue the New Day? I think we do.
Yeah.
To an extent, maybe not so much like Xavier and Kofi, but it'd be a different kind of New Day.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I do believe that Odyssey is taking over or taking the spot of Big E. And that's good to see Odyssey finally, since he's on the main roster, actually getting on TV now. So that's really good to see. I know the last time I saw him was actually at the last year's when SmackDown was in Louisville back here last August. And so, it's good to see Odyssey Jones finally get on TV after this year. I'm gonna also let you talk about the Wyatt Six, then their match against American Made, and I love that name for the Creed brothers and Chad Gable. I love that.
What an incredible debut for the Wyatt Six. To where same place where it all started, with the original Wyatt family. And now you got one member left of the original Wyatt family. And then to see that Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, is taking that role of his brother's spot and running with it is incredible.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan's doing incredible. What's his name? Joe Gacy doing that spot with the in the corner looking back bend.
Yes.
And then you got Dexter, who went crazy transformation. Now has a full beard and dreads. Like seeing Uncle Howdy or Bo Dallas, whatever you want to call him, bring his brother's characters to life. I mean, it gives you chills. Like when they pop, and then Sister Abigail being Nikki
Cross. Oh yeah.
And another thing, like the match was great. I love the match. Here's something else I wanted to point out. Okay, you have Eric, Joe, Dexter, Uncle Howdy, Sister Abigail, right?
Right.
Do we get Alexa Bliss returning to join the Wyatt Six as a different, character, or are we just getting these, as the Wyatt Six, not the number 6, like right. 6?
Yeah,
are we just getting his characters that he played with in the Firefly Funhouse? Like that makes me wonder because.
Yeah. And you have to wonder, not only could Alexa Bliss come back and be a part of the Wyatt Six, but could Braun Strowman still at some point be a part of it?
Could Braun Strowman come back? Here's another thing. If we got Braun Strowman to come back, would he be the black sheep again?
Yeah.
But you guys also think seeing that rocking chair gave me absolute chills, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
Chills when I seen it. I was like, whoa. And then the lantern.
Yeah.
Like him, he has picked this up and ran with it since his brother passed.
He really has. And
it's incredible.
It is. I love to see it.
Yes.
And then the tribute that they've made out of this run so far, and it's just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
We're barely touching the tip of it. So we're barely hitting the iceberg. So I mean, it's going to be a year from now to see where they're going with this. Months from now, a year from now, it's going to be amazing to see the kind of work that they do with the Wyatt Six.
And another thing, before we jump ship to something else, they used the original Wyatt song.
Yes.
In their debut. I don't know if many of you guys noticed that, but they used the original song that his brother used, which
Yeah.
is another thing. You sit back and look at what Bray's done in his career, like coming from Husky Harris to the Fiend, like in that time between, and then that song, it just chills.
It is. It really is. And speaking of Bray, while we're talking about it, we're coming up on actually next Saturday is the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary since Bray passed.
Don't even seem like it.
Yeah, it really don't. So I believe, and you know what? I think we're gonna make next week's episode a Bray Wyatt in memory, and we'll figure that out somehow, and we'll make it a Bray Wyatt kind of themed episode.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just kind of in tribute to Bray. Of course, we'll talk about some other things, but we'll kind of make it centered around Bray Wyatt.
Right. Like we'll do the normal, like we always do, and then we'll hop on the subject of like Bray, his career, his character, the development of his family, all that. So
Yeah.
We'll figure that out through the week and keep you guys posted and stuff. Just be sure to check out the social media as you see it scrolling through the bottom.
Yes, of course.
But we'll pay those dues later.
Exactly. All right, and now we have Kevin Owens is taking on Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship at Bash in Berlin. And funny thing is, Kevin at first did not want the match, but then he heard that Roman was going to get the match, and then he was like, "No, wait, I'll take it. I'll take the match. Give me the match." You can tell that eventually Kevin is going to turn on Cody. Roman's going to get under his skin somehow, or Cody wanting to help Roman at some point is going to get under his skin. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, I think this will be a good match too.
Are we going to get a heel Kevin Owens going into this matchup?
Going into it, I don't think, but I believe.
Or are we going to get a heel turn mid match?
Coming out of it, I think we'll
out of it, yeah.
We'll have.
Personally, I think a heel Kevin Owens is best for business.
I agree.
Like his face runs, the crowd's over with him, but him as a heel and seeing the work that he's done prior to WWE, like Ring of Honor and stuff. Yes. Excuse me. Incredible heel. Like, keep him heel his whole career. I mean, come on now.
Exactly.
He's great.
He really is. He really is. Then we have Roman Reigns trying to take down the Bloodline. I'm gonna let you talk about this.
So if we take and look back before Roman even came back to try to take down his Bloodline, if you guys are like me and Ryan, and you guys pay attention to the storytelling and to the character development and the storylines, this Bloodline has been going on for years before Roman started the Bloodline. And then you got Roman, and then the Usos, and then you got Solo. Okay, and now they're all split. So here's what I've been saying. Roman obviously lost the title, correct?
Yeah.
Roman had to deal with life, with his father passing and everything. Roman is back. And I've said this for a while, and you can back me up. We're going to get Roman, Jimmy, and Jay taking on the new Bloodline of Solo and Tama Tongaloa, Jacob Fatu. But hear me out. That's what? 4 v3? Yeah. 4 versus 3? Are we going to get Sammy added to the original Bloodline?
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's going to be without a doubt.
Like, are we going to get a War Games match?
Oh, yeah. I feel like eventually that's going to happen.
Because I feel like Jimmy Uso is getting ready to return. and all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah.
And it's going to be some of the best storytelling that the Bloodline has done since Roman won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Roman had an incredible run. His character developed hardcore. His microphone skills, his in-ring skills. And, like, you can vouch for this. Like, we talk about stuff like this all the time. Is like I said, storylines, character development, and all that. But I want you guys to let us know what you think of this whole entire storyline.
Yeah.
From then till now, what's your predictions? Whatever. You can tell us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Like, just comment. Like, the more you guys interact with us, the more we'll interact with you.
Yeah. The more content we'll be able to give to you, the more, like, when we know what you like to hear, what you think about different storylines, we can bring up, hey, this person said this.
I was going to say, and you never know, like, when we're doing the recordings or the lives and you guys are in here, we may, give you a shout out or say your name or something and be like, hey, look, he pointed out this, that, and the third about this storyline, but we said this, and maybe they're going to clash. You know what I mean? So That's one thing with you guys, man. Like, y'all support means everything to us, and that's why we do this.
Yes.
But not to get off subject, Roman taking down the Bloodline. Roman's going in solo, of course, no pun intended.
Right.
And he's beaten down Solo. And he's beaten down Tama Tonga, Tongaloa. He hasn't got his hands on Jacob Fatu yet, but I feel like that's going to be a one-on-one match. Like, I feel that coming.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a good one-on-one, too.
Right. And then during that match, Solo and the other two is going to get involved. And then, boom, we're going to hear down since, yeet.
Yeah.
And then I think Jimmy's going to pop out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then if Roman is a true babyface coming back, which I think he is, which he's incredible, heel or babyface, that's another subject we can talk about too. I think Sammy's music's going to hit, and we're just going to build for that 4v4, Survivor Series War Games.
Definitely.
And that's probably going to be one of the most viewed pay-per-views.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Roman Reigns' return got over 205 million views.
Wow.
On their YouTube channel.
I believe it. I believe it.
Like, I can ramble on all about this.
I agree, but what if could we also see Cody Rhodes join with the Bloodline? An unlikely pairing. I mean,
But if Cody joined, would Roman turn?
No, think about it. Cody's returning the favor to Roman.
Very true. Very true.
So, I mean, but either way, I like it. So, yeah. Before we jump into some other promotions, I want to also mention someone we haven't touched on this yet. I don't believe. John Cena, back at Money in the Bank, announced he's retiring next year. Next year is his last year in the WWE. As an active wrestler. I'll say it that way. As an active wrestler. I believe he does still want to be in a backstage role or some sort. Of course, Hollywood's still there. But John Cena announcing his retirement back at Money in the Bank. What do you think about that? Like, I mean,
he's had an incredible 20 years in the WWE.
Yeah.
And hats off to him. He's done everything he could but the IC title. He's a 16-time world champion, tying it with Ric Flair. I think this last run, he's given it his all.
Oh, yeah.
And I seen something on TikTok, I think it was today or yesterday, that he said, this came from him. He said in December, it is his last, and there's not a man on this earth can pay him any amount of money to get back in the ring.
Yeah.
He said he is officially done. He's done his time. it's time for the new guys to show up and show out. So
Definitely.
what do you think on his run in his career?
Yeah, I mean, the dude's the goat. He's literally. I used to dislike him because he was shoved down our face.
Yeah,
As WWE champion all the time, he was shoved down our face. But really, who did they have to put the belt on? I mean, you had guys like Umaga at the time in 2006. You had Jericho, and you had people like Big Show, but Big Show had the title before and things like that. Bobby Lashley. I mean, who could you really build the title around besides John Cena? I mean, Edge, yeah, but RVD. But who else besides John Cena could carry the WWE into that next decade?
right.
Through that decade, other than John Cena. Then of course you get Seth Rollins coming in, and these guys that had started to come in towards the latter part of that decade. And so, John Cena, like you said, he's had a phenomenal, not to use the pun, but he's had a phenomenal 20-year career. And so, I mean, he got to start here in Louisville. You have to speculate who are going to be some of his last opponents. He's going to have a last WrestleMania, a last Royal Rumble, a last, whatever PLE, a last SummerSlam, a last this, a last that. Who could he? It's going to be awesome to see who his last matches are going to be against.
And it's pretty much him passing the torch to the younger talent too.
Yeah, but could we see him get some type of title run just for even a couple months? I mean,
Is he gonna be the one and only superstar to surpass Ric Flair's 16-time?
Yeah.
Or where are we going with him? Or is he just gonna get just a regular run and out, or like you said, a championship, and then put over one of the star, make somebody a star? You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Coming from the prototype to the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. Prototype to the GOAT. Yes. The next thing we got, the Ultimate X returns from TNA. The Ultimate X returns at Emergence, and Emergence is going to be right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and that is going to be on Friday, August the 30th, and that's going to be at the the actual venue slips my mind right now, Paristown Hall. That's in downtown Louisville. In Paristown, and so that's going to be at Paristown Hall, and so that's going to be a great show right there. TNA coming back to Louisville.
You can catch your boy there.
Nights. Yeah,
you can catch your boy there if you see him. Take pictures.
I'll be there. Planning on both nights. I already have my ticket for actually the second night, which is not Emergence, but I'm going to get my Emergence ticket soon. But I got my my night for Impact tapings, and that will be I'll be front row for that. So you see me on TV, shout me out.
If you guys are
there,
watching or listening, and you're in the crowd, if you're there, walk up, say what's up.
Walk up to me and say what's up, and say you've seen.
Take a picture, get an autograph.
From the final account.
We'll give autographs. And we're not that important.
Oh yeah, we'll take pictures.
Take pictures, whatever you guys want, man. Hell, I'll even sign your shirt.
Exactly. You buy a shirt, we'll sign it.
Right.
Even just your shirt, we'll sign
it. Who knows? Even if you guys purchase off the website, boom, you never know. You might get a little autograph on the T-shirt.
Exactly. Yeah. Ultimate X coming back. We've had Ultimate X in Louisville before, at a previous Impact taping before. The Ultimate X coming back to TNA, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be huge.
That's such an insane match type, dude.
It really is.
That match type is incredible. I love it.
I do too. I love that. I love Lockdown too. That's another thing I love.
Lethal
Lockdown. But
Lockdown.
Ultimate X is so unique. You know, you're all these guys vying for that X, and when you get that X, it's like Money in the Bank. You cash it in for a shot at the. Well, I don't know if this is gonna be for the X. I think this might be for the X Division title. So I could be wrong about the X actually. But either way, you get that X Division championship. You can use option C. What's
Well,
option C? Option C is where you can go and you can basically turn in the X Division title for a shot at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And so, yeah, that's going to be great to see Ultimate X return at Emergence. And like I said, I'll be there, and I'm going to be excited to see Ultimate X and see that live and in person. See that match live and in person. So, yeah. Then we have Matt Cardona returns to TNA recently on not this past week's, but the week before on TNA Impact, and he crashes the wedding of Pico, as Santino Marella calls him, and Steph DeLander, and so Matt Cardona, or Matt Qdoba, as Santino Marella calls him.
Sorry about that. The
returns
dogs are
to
barking,
TNA.
guys. Sorry.
What are your
I hate
thoughts
to do that mid-recording. Matt Cardona. You know, I would love to see him back in WWE.
I would too, as Matt Cardona.
Yeah, as much as he's built his, like, not to take away from him crashing a wedding or anything, but let me rant for a minute. Like I've been doing the whole episode, because I can talk about this stuff for hours. But yeah, just come back as Matt Cardona, not Zack Ryder, not that woo 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 bull crap, because you know it. But he's done incredible in the Indies.
Mm-hmm.
He's done the belt collector gimmick.
Yep.
But as far as seeing him back in TNA, like, I feel like he fits, because he's there with Brian Myers. Come on, the major players. Do we get a Matt Cardona and Pico PCO like feud? Is that where we're leaning towards?
Oh, I think without a doubt, yeah.
I need to get more back into TNA, man.
Possibly Monsters Ball.
Ooh.
PCO versus Matt Cardona on Monsters Ball.
I miss Abyss being in the ring, but you know, he works backstage for WWE now, so
same.
Abyss was a great character.
Love to see Matt Cardona back in TNA, and just back there. We have Josh Alexander has made a heel turn in TNA.
I love him as a heel.
Josh Alexander there.
What do you say, man? He's an incredible wrestler, incredible athlete. Like the stuff he did with, shout out All Ego Ethan Page, which is now current NXT champion. But stuff Josh Alexander and Ethan Page did together in TNA, well then Impact, incredible. Josh by himself is incredible. Like, I like to see where he goes. Is he going to get another reign as TNA World Champion as a heel and be like the walking weapon, like his name is?
Yeah.
Are we going to get that like hardcore walking weapon persona? Like pretty much go to the ring, beat everybody down, and roll TNA.
That heel walking weapon, yeah.
Put him versus Nick Nemeth. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, and I feel like they're gonna have multiple matches against each other. And speaking of Nemeth, I love seeing Nemeth as the TNA World Champion right now.
For WWE to let such great talent go,
yeah,
for him just to go to TNA and show them what he's about is incredible on his part.
It is. It really is. And Nick Nemeth, I mean, him being TNA World Champion, I think it's a huge thing. It's so good for TNA because it puts more eyes on TNA. Just like Matt and Jeff being back in TNA, that puts more eyes on TNA. I feel like right now, and we talked about this on a previous episode, TNA is not to steal from OVW, but TNA is on a rise. TNA is climbing back up that mountain. TNA, I believe they are still in the talk of the big companies in. It's not just the big, the big two.
Yeah.
I believe it's still the big three. TNA, AEW, and WWE.
And another thing is, like I said with John Cena, from the prototype to the GOAT, you got Nick Nemeth from the Spirit Squad to the GOAT.
Yes.
And if you guys know the Spirit Squad, there's a lot of hella good guys there. Kenny Dykstra, Mike Bondo, Nick Nemeth, you know, Johnny Jeter, and all of them came from OVW.
Yeah.
That's what's incredible. If you guys are sleeping on OVW before we get into that, you're sleeping. Like, what can I tell you? Like, wake up. OVW, pun all intended, is on a rise.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got all of these superstars that was built here in Louisville, Kentucky at OVW, who has gone on to be world champions, tag team champions, this, that, and the third. Like, OVW builds superstars.
Yeah. And they not have built superstars in the past. They are continuing today to do so and to put out great talent, to produce great talent, to produce great shows. OVW is called the Harvard of professional wrestling.
And you got these new students that are coming in and learning the game, but you also got these people, these incredible athletes from OVW that's AEW, WWE, NWA.
Yeah.
Hell, you got them everywhere, man. It's just like, you're like, oh, he came from OVW. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Or, oh, she came from OVW. And now she's on national TV. Like, big shout out to Layla Gray.
Yes.
OVW Women's Champion. And she signed at All Elite Wrestling. She's such a beast. Like, she has it. Like, you can look at these superstars, wrestlers, whatever you want to call them, athletes, and you'd be like, damn, that's the next top wrestler right there.
Yeah.
Like, and Layla's one of those.
For sure. And speaking of jumping into OVW, we're going to talk about this, but let's go ahead and throw up. We have some OVW shows coming up this weekend. So let's go ahead and throw up the show that's actually coming up today. August. Throw up the one for today, the 17th. I believe it's the next one. Okay, yes. So for today, August 17th, Saturday, August 17th, at the Packard Music Hall, that's 1703 I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right or not. Mahoning Avenue?
Mahoning Avenue in northwestern Warren, Ohio.
Warren, Ohio. Doors at 6:30 and bell time is 8 p.m. OVW on national tour. So if you're in Warren, West Warren, Ohio, go check out OVW live. And then on Sunday, I believe OVW is in Wisconsin. Is that correct? Wisconsin, I believe. And that's Sunday. That's this Sunday.
There we go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Doors open at 3. Bell time is at 4. The card is subject to change. Again, that's 1040 Val R. Phillips Avenue,
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Bell time. Doors 3 p.m. Bell time 4 p.m.
There we go. And this next one, OVW returns to the Davis Arena on August the 29th for OVW Homecoming. You might be like, why is OVW returning to Davis Arena? Where have they been? If you've been sleeping under a rock, yes, you've been sleeping under a rock because OVW has been without air in the Davis Arena. And it looks like now we have air. We have AC in the Davis Arena. And so OVW is coming home to the Davis Arena on August the 29th at 7 p.m. If you get premium seating, um, you can get your premium seating now, which is only $10 for premium seating. And general admission is absolutely
That
free.
spells free.
So check out
Pack
OVW.
the Davis
Homecoming.
Arena, guys. Pack the
Yes.
Davis Arena.
What are your thoughts on OVW being back?
I'm excited, bro.
We finally
Hopefully, I can make that homecoming.
Yes.
Show, man.
It's
free. Been so long since I've been to OVW, bro.
It's free. You ain't got an excuse.
I'm right, bro. And I get off early now. That's the best match.
Yes.
Man.
And so OVW's back in business, back and rolling. And what a night August 29th is going to be to kick off. And you can go ahead and throw that up there now. To kick off that week, we have to kick off that weekend. So that Thursday night is kicking off that weekend. That Saturday, OVW will be on pay-per-view, live on pay-per-view from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. OVW Live presents Ohio Valley Wrestling presents Fight Night, Saturday, August 31st at the Appalachian Arena, and that's 126 Main Street, Pikeville, Kentucky 41501. You can get your tickets at I believe ovwtix.com. So check out OVW Fight Night. Again, Kevin Nash is going to be there. Tara or Victoria, OVW alumni, is going to be there. And also OVW alumni, former WWE superstar, the Boogeyman is going to be there. And you never know who might show up. I mean, you never know what other surprises they might have. We do have a little bit of the announcement or the matches kind of announced already, but we don't know who's going to be in them. We can assume who's going to be in them. So without further ado, let's throw up that ladder match. So we have the OVW West Division title match. It's going to be a ladder match, and we can only assume it's going to be the OVW West Division champion, and that is, I believe, is Will Austin.
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe Will Austin. And we can only assume that his opponent may be Buzz Backlund. I mean, and that's going to be a ladder match. I mean, hey.
Or Carson Drake.
Or Carson, yeah, could be Carson Drake. Very well could be. That'd be a good match.
Right.
So once we know who's going to be in these matches, we will promote those matches as well and talk about and predict the matches as well. The next match we have the OVW Women's title is going to be on the line in a street fight. That's going to be at Fight Night in a street fight. The OVW Women's Championship is going to be on the line. We can assume that it could be Freya Slaya versus the OVW Women's Champion of Layla Gray. I mean, that would be a good match. Who do you think is going to challenge Layla Gray for the title?
It's hard to say, really. There's so many great talent that can, challenge her.
There really are. Like I said, once we know who it's going to be, we will predict those matches. And yeah, it could be as early as next week that we know something. Could be.
That's why you guys have to follow us on all social media.
Yeah, exactly. And then it looks like the main event is going to be a 10-man lethal lockdown cage match. That is a main event. If you are not going to the show, I highly suggest you buy the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Because this is going to be one that you will not want to miss, whether you're there. But if you can get there, pack that arena out. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be an awesome show. We can just assume it's going to be the Revolution against Team OVW.
This match right here is going to be incredible, man. So
it's going to be amazing.
Make sure you sell this arena out.
Yes.
Get out to OVW weekly too, and they put on some great killer shows.
For sure. OVW, like, no pun intended, but they're on the rise. They've been on the rise for a while, and it's a great time to be an OVW fan. So, so much good stuff, so much good wrestling right now. Just wherever you look at, there's so much good wrestling
everywhere.
It's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. And actually, I thought I had sent this to you, but I guess I didn't. Resend it to you just now. See if we can get that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this one. Here, let's throw this up here really quick. Give me one second right here, guys.
We do want to show some love to our friends over at Grindhouse.
Boom.
And there you see it. Grindhouse Pro Wrestling live at the arena, 1416 Spring Street, Jeffersonville, Indiana. They will be having their monthly show Sunday, August the 25th. Bell time 3 p.m. All tickets are only $10. That's a great value right there. Come out and see some great wrestling action.
Me and him was at the last show.
Well, the one before last.
One before last.
Yeah.
We went at Summer Sweat Fest, but we was at the one before that. And if you guys went there, you missed us.
Yes.
You never know where we might
have missed
pop up.
Something else. You might have missed something else that we actually did. So let's kind of throw it to our friend here real quick. We did this last time, but let's throw it to our friend Berto.
Hang on one second here. Don't our friend have a friend?
I think he does have a friend. Our friend has a friend of a friend.
Our friend has a friend which has another little friend.
Yeah, which has another correct.
So let's let our friend talk. You want to?
Yeah, let's
do it.
Hi everybody, my name's Bruno, and this is my service animal, Hippo, with our good friend Eric. Eric, and you're here listening and watching the Final Count podcast. Yay!
Wow. That's our friend. And
friend. That, guys, that was live at the show.
Yeah.
We did not ask him to be in character or anything.
Yeah. I totally just.
If you guys were there, you could have watched us record it live. You know what I mean?
Yes. And you never know what other show we might be at that we get a wrestler to record something live for us. And you could get to see it and witness it live. So, I mean, you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's time to pay some bills. So let's go ahead and
you throw the music and I'll start, buddy.
And cue up some music here.
It's time to pay these bills, man. Boom. When you guys go to collarandelbowbrand.com, use our promo code FinalCountKY to save yourself 10% at checkout. Check out all the great merchandise there. It's collarandelbowbrand.com. Use our promo code FinalCountKY to save 10% at checkout.
And shop at www.shop.com using our personal link in the description of the episode below. You can purchase your favorite WWE Superstars merch, that championship belt you've always wanted, or maybe that action figure you've wanted.
Yeah.
So use our affiliate link in the description below and support not only us here at the Final Count, but also WWE and your favorite WWE Superstar.
And you guys can head over to jcountyAPP.com now to get your first official Final Count hoodie for $45, your t-shirt, $25, or you can head over to our website, which I'm going to have time to work on, maybe this weekend, and get it updated, you can check out our alumni section, our past episodes, our past spotlight episodes, recorded by none other than the GOAT right there. But yeah, check out the website. Like I said, if you guys want a signature, maybe I can make a comment section where like, can you please sign or something like that. Bunch of merch coming soon. You guys stay tuned.
And don't forget to check out the audio version of the podcast. You can catch it on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and on iTunes. That's right. The Final Count is on all of those podcast listening platforms and being updated recently and continuing.
And you guys can head over to w.gg and use promo code FinalCountKY to save 10% at checkout. After all, it is your taste buds' favorite energy drink. That's right. W.gg, use promo code FinalCountKY to save yourself 10% at checkout. We are sponsored by them. We greatly appreciate everything. You guys be sure to check us out on everything, man. I mean, like, we're on everything we can be on.
Yes.
Like I said in the beginning or the middle, your support means a lot. My 1 year is coming up, which is crazy to think about. I didn't even know that till Ryan mentions it.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about, bro. A year.
It was literally after Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving. One of the two.
And it's something I've been wanting to do with him for a while, man. And it just fell into place. What better time, you know what I mean? And it's been an incredible year. Thank you guys for following along, man. Show support. Like I said, I'm having time to work on the website. And, check out my personal Facebook page, his personal Facebook page, our Facebook page. If you guys see all these links down below, the Final Count KY on everything. Check out there for updates, man. Check out when we go live on Facebook. We have some really, really incredible guests that we are blessed to have on here.
Yes.
If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have them. This podcast wouldn't be going on.
Yeah.
We'd just be sitting here like two idiots talking to each other. And not putting it out
Sometimes we
on
are.
social media. Hey, it is what it is, bro. We love professional wrestling. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
You guys love professional wrestling. You like hearing us talk about it. And like I said, put your input. The more you interact, the more we give back. You might be pulled into a live show one day. Your question might pop up. You never know. Me and Ryan have a lot of ideas and thoughts going through our head. So,
yeah, a lot of things coming up on the horizon, and you just want to stay tuned and stick with us on this roller coaster of a ride that is called the Final Count. And with that being said, as we say every week, we will see you
down the road.
road.
Later, guys.